Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is May 18th, 2025, and Hansi Flick are set to meet with all the players of the first team alongside Deco next week. Also, Wojciech Szczesny continues to have doubts about renewing his contract with Barcelona. And finally, Aston Villa are ready to shell out big bucks for Ferran Torres. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo and we'll begin this video with the news that today Barcelona lifted the official La Liga trophy after their defeat at the hands of Villarreal 2-3, where the team had two different halves. The first one where the team was an absolute steamroller. They completely dominated Villarreal. They completely encaged them in their final third. Lamine Yamal and Fermín López scoring two golazos, but then the team slowed down. They brought down the intensity, which allowed Villarreal to mount a comeback, and Barcelona lost 2-3 in what was the last home match of the season and possibly the last home match ever at the Olympic Stadium, Luis Companys, because if Joan Laporta is correct about the Camp Nou return, Barcelona should be back at the Camp Nou by September after the FIFA international break is over in September. And for that, Barcelona are requesting that the first three matches, which are the matches that precede the FIFA international break in September, be away matches. That way, as soon as the break is over, Barcelona will be back playing at the Camp Nou. Now, I did do a post-match live analysis. If you want to hear my thoughts and analysis of the match between Barcelona and Villarreal, make sure to check it out. But of course, the important things out of all of this was that Barcelona got to lift the official La Liga trophy that was presented to them by Luzán, the president of the Royal Spanish Football Federation. Now, after the match, Hansi Flick participated in the post-match interview, where the first thing he mentioned was the team's need to improve for next season. And this is what the German coach had to say. Next season, we may have to work even harder to win titles. It's not about perfection, it's about evolution. The players have done an extraordinary job and deserve a day like this. I've told the players they deserve this celebration. You can feel the connection with the fans all season, and the way the team plays has helped foster this connection. The party was incredible, and for me, as a German, it was incredible. So Hansi Flick, as always thinking about the next match, always thinking about how the team can continue to improve, evolve, get better. And I think this is what makes him a perfect Barcelona coach, because he just had an incredible first season with the team, winning 3 trophies. But he's already thinking how this team can improve for next season so the team can continue winning trophies and, of course, win even more, because we still have that Champions League trophy that continues to elude us. Now, Hansi Flick spoke about how the defeat at the hands of Atletico Madrid was crucial for this season's success, and this is what the German coach had to say. We saw a lot of potential in the team and thought we could improve things, and the players have shown how good they are with the ball. As a player or as a human being, when you have confidence, anything is possible. In every training session, you see what they like to improve, and for me, the most important game was the one against Atletico. We lost, but we played very well. And here we're starting to shake off the November slump. It helped us keep believing. The young returned, Gabi returned, we improved, and now we can celebrate. So interesting statements by Flick stating how, the loss against Atletico was crucial, because it helped the team shake off the bad months of November and December, where the team dropped a lot of points. As you might recall, Barcelona were like 9 or 10 points ahead of Real Madrid. They ended up being, I think it was 7 points behind Real Madrid, and then that loss helped Barcelona turn things around and then kind of mount a comeback as far as points, and which allowed us to clinch La Liga title. And that just goes to show that defeat is part of success, ladies and gentlemen. There isn't a single person, successful person, company, or anything that has not failed at some point, which then allowed it to succeed. And while Hansi Flick saying that this was no different. So losses are not always a bad thing. Sometimes losses could be the most important thing, because that's when you really learn. That's where you really find whether you have what it takes, whether you can dig deep to get to where you want. And this team, well, they dug deep, they learned, they improved, and thankfully we were able to clinch 3 trophies. Now, finally, Hansi Flick was asked about any possible signings next season, and this is what the German coach had to say. I have a clear idea of what I want for the future. I've already said that I'll talk to Deco about it because we'll devote the necessary time to it. There are always things that can be improved, but in the end, it has been a fantastic season. So Flick already knows exactly what he wants, and of course, not revealing it, as always, being very, I guess, discreet. And he's saying that he will be meeting with Deco to talk about it. And again, just talking about the need to improve, because this man is just insatiable. He's always looking to improve. He's always looking to grow. He's always looking to learn from his mistakes, which what makes him such a great coach. Now, speaking of Hansi Flick and Deco, it's reported that the two of them will be meeting with every single FC Barcelona player during next week in order to discuss the players, not only their performance during the season, but also to discuss what the future plans are for these players with the team, which of course that includes telling the players that Flick doesn't count on, that it's time to pack your bags and head home. And as far as the players who, still pending renewal, we'll see what comes out of these conversations. But next week, Flick and Deco will be talking with every player. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you do, because there's going to be a lot of news coming out of Camp Barca. And of course, I'm going to be here giving you all that inside scoop. Now, one player who we still don't know what's going to happen is, of course, Wojciech Szczesny, whose contract expires at the end of the season. Barcelona are offering him a contract extension, a 1+1, so a 1-year extension plus an optional second. And it's reported that Szczesny still has doubts, and in fact, he expressed those doubts about his renewal to a Polish media outlet when he stated the following: I think if I extend my contract, it will be because I'm convinced I'm a guarantee of quality on the bench next season. So I have to decide, because this is also a new situation for me. I have to assess whether I'm capable of accepting it mentally, of supporting Marc and helping him throughout the season. So Szczesny looks like one of the doubts of him renewing, besides the fact that he had retired and then he comes back to football, so he wants to discuss it with his wife, because I'm sure he had already promised her, retiring in Marbella, and then he was like, hold on a minute, let me go play another season, and now he has to go back like, oh wait, let's do another season. So, but besides that is he wants to make sure that he can adjust to his new role, because Szczesny, of course, has always been a starting goalkeeper. He's never been a second or third goalkeeper. And he knows that next season, as the club have told him, he will be the second goalkeeper. So he wants to know first that he's going to be able to adjust to that secondary role or not before making a commitment to extend his contract with Barcelona. Now, of course, Szczesny's decision will also influence Barcelona's plans, because right now Barcelona have no plans of signing a goalkeeper. They want to have Marc Ter Stegen as the first goalkeeper, Szczesny as the second, and of course either Diego Kochen, Jakubishvili, or any of the young goalkeepers in the academy being the third. But if Szczesny decides not to renew, Barcelona might have to go to the market to try to find a second goalkeeper to be substitute of Marc Ter Stegen. Now, we will end today's video with the news that Aston Villa are ready to shell out big bucks on Ferran Torres. Now, Ferran Torres has had an incredible season under Hansi Flick, where he has scored 19 goals and provided 7 assists in 45 matches. Many of those goals and assists were him coming off the bench and helping Barcelona mount some incredible comebacks. And this, of course, has caught the attention of other European clubs, including Aston Villa, who are reportedly ready to shell out 50 million euros. 50 billion euros Aston Villa are willing to pay for Ferran Torres, which of course is more money than anyone could have imagined last season, where there was hardly any interest in Ferran, and the little interest would have probably offered you 10, 15. And now we're talking about 50 million euros, which is a testament to the huge improvement that Ferran Torres has had under Hansi Flick. Now, of course, Ferran Torres is not looking to leave. And as far as Barcelona, there's kind of a conundrum where, on one hand, Barcelona understand how important it is to have a profile like Ferran Torres, someone who's okay being on the bench, and then when they come off, they can score a goal and change the outcome of the match. But on the other hand, 50 million euros right now, given the club's financial situation, is, of course, a very attractive deal. So my question is to you: if you were the decision maker at Barcelona, would you sell Ferran for 50 million euros? Let me know down below in the comment section. All right, that is all for this video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, Visca Barça.